Today we are here with the author of Ender's Game, Orson Scott Card, and I have prepared a few questions for him for this interview. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
And let's get going. How has writing Ender's Game impacted your life?
Writing Ender's Game has really changed my perspective on children in general. They are not just clueless to little kids. They know what's happening, and their minds are very varied and open, and they can come up with ideas that adults never think of. And I never thought of that before. Just seeing kids, thought they were just there to play with Barbies and stuff, you know. And now I know.
I agree. And who's your favorite character?
My favorite character has to be Valentine. Her display of loyalty throughout the book has really drawn me to her, and she's really a great character. And despite the absence of her brother and the possibility of his return not happening, she stayed loyal. She even gave him a party in the earlier chapters.
Yes. And were any of the chapters or parts of the book based on real world events or your experiences?
Yes, the military part and the whole war action came from a book that my brother's wife had given me about Vietnam War, and it really kind of inspired me to make it a military-based kind of book. And also the advancement of technology really, it really showed me, like, I wanted to explore the idea of where the world might be headed in terms of the military and the army, and how we could fight in the future, and maybe even colonizing future planets.
Yes. And also, was it your goal to target the young adult audience?
No, I didn't have the certain target or audience in mind, but I knew that they're developing and they're becoming mature, and just as Ender did, they will grow as people. So yes, I kind of knew it was a young adult kind of novel. Yeah.
And has sci-fi always been your genre of preference?
No, but I think sci-fi really opens up the mind. It leads you to explore ideas that are unconventional, and you really get to just think of the impossible with sci-fi. It's really great.
Yes. And who or what people do you believe find it easiest to relate to the book or the characters?
I've always been contacted by the children placed in gifted classes. The gifted placements, yeah. They really find it easy to relate to Ender's isolation and the envy he receives from people for being a brilliant child. They really find that relatable, and yeah, they always contact me saying thank you. Now I have someone that understands, you know.
Yes. And for the last question, this book is almost entirely based on politics, history, and science, or physics. Do you study beforehand, or you're just naturally gifted, or just really great at school?
No, my grades have always been pretty poor. I mean, they just sorry, had to readjust. Okay, my grades have always been pretty poor, and I studied in my own free time because I found it interesting. Science has always been really interesting to me. I never thought in a million years that my writing a book would be used as a reference for science. Everything here is pretty useful and it's true, so I'm very shocked about that.
Okay, that's it for today. Have a good day.
You have a good day too.
Bye.